Welcome back to the Core Cars News Tech Lab. We got an update. Roku OS 14.5 is now live, rolling out now. Already available to select Roku users. Seems to be a lot of Roku Ultra users, but I've had reports of some Roku TVs and others also getting it. It's rolling out slowly. Will roll out over the next month or so to all Roku users. We're going to break down everything we know about it, how you can check if you have it, and more. Now first, a few quick things. If you want to learn more about Roku OS 14.5, I'll put a link to it in the show notes and in the first pinned comment. Details are a little thin, but we got some good inside information on what's happening, and I'll give you some details of what I expect to happen here very soon. First though, a few quick breakdowns. Roku OS 14.5 at this time seems to be mostly an under the hood fix. What does that mean? It means it's mostly bug improvements and performance improvements. We already talked about that earlier this week, that Roku OS 14.5 was doing that. But what does it mean? What are you going to get? What should you expect with the next little update? I'll tell you that in a minute. First though, if you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hitting that thumbs up. Doing one or both lets YouTube know you enjoy what we do here, so they recommend our video to more people. With that said, let's dive into it. Roku OS 14.5 is now live. Developers have had it since January. A few big things here is improved video playback and overall performance of the Roku, memory management. Roku, one of the things for developers they really pushed is new reporting tools that allow them to better identify issues with apps on Roku players and Roku televisions to help quickly identify them and help them fix them. There's also under-the-scene improvements to help improve performance. Now, we've been told for some time from developers that there will also be some UI tweaks with this, but at the moment, none of those have actually come live. Roku has a long history of slowly rolling out features with an update like 14.5. You usually get some new user-facing changes. At this time, though, there is not a whole lot. I think Roku's rolling these out for mostly the under-the-hood ones to a handful of Roku users across multiple devices to watch and monitor to see if any major glitches come up. You can test things all day and all night and then later discover that there was some type of issue with it only once it actually gets out in the wild for people to actually use and test. We'll keep a close eye on that, but I expect us to see some major changes with the Roku OS 14.5, but we may not find that out for some time. Roku has done this before. They roll out a big update like 14.5, and then they roll out a smaller update that suddenly includes some changes. But how do you know if you have it and if you're able to get it? Well, on your Roku, you can quickly go into Settings, go up here to System, and then go into the Software Update. Settings, Systems, Software Update. You click on this, you click on the Check Now, and you can see it'll check for a new version here. It takes a minute. If you have one, it will start downloading. If not, it'll say Software All Up to Date. You see I'm, with my Roku Ultra, on 14.1.4. Unfortunately, you cannot force Roku to give it to you if it's not being offered to you. There's no little trick, no matter what you may hear, to make that a reality. But for now, you will be able to check there to see if you got it. Roku typically auto updates at night. So if you have not received it now, you can go in at tomorrow morning and check. Like I said, Roku has confirmed to Core Cars News that this will roll out over a month or more. It's very typical for Roku. They're very cautious with updates to try to make sure they find bugs. It's not unusual for an update like this to roll out and then roll it back. Look for minor tweaks to the user interface. Don't expect anything massive. The big improvement here is improved video playback support, improved performance of the apps to help them launch faster, and new tools for developers to help them identify issues with apps, fix them, and then roll them out. What would I love to see? I would love to see continued tweaks on usability with this. We'll see what that really means, what that looks like. Better ability for app makers to, for example, build better apps. We know that Roku announced multi-view late last year for app developers. That Roku itself has developed a way for multiple videos, up to 4 at once on Roku Ultras, to come and play all at once, like you see with YouTube TV and Fubo. Fubo actually already has this on its Roku players. You can, depending on which model, up to 2 or 4 live simultaneous streams at once using the Roku multi-view system with that. Now they have made that widely available now to other app developers. I expect that to be rolled in very quickly to some. I'd love to see build your own on YouTube TV, Sling, Hulu Plus Live. Even something like Pluto TV would be kind of cool to see a multi-view, more than one channel on Pluto TV, the Roku channel, and others. Don't know if that's really going to happen. Don't expect anything dramatic. I know there's a lot of excitement whenever a new update that this is going to happen or that's going to happen, or it's just going to completely revolutionize the Roku interface to be more like an Apple TV or Fire TV. I don't think that's going to happen. I think Roku's kind of identified the fact that the reason they are so successful is the super simple user interface. People just want to get to Tubi, the Roku channel, Pluto, YouTube, Fubo, Hulu, Friendly, whatever it may be. They just want to get there and get there quick. That's what they like about Roku versus some of the others. So don't expect them to make any major changes. But what would you like to see? What would you like Roku to start having? We are very, leave us a comment, let us know. But we're also very thankful to you, the reader, for these tips. We learned from you that this was rolling out right now. Leave me a comment and let me know if you find anything new. Roku has a long history of putting new features in app updates without any fanfare. And it's just kind of left for you to find it. When guest mode came out, there really was not a lot of fanfare related to that, for example. It was just kind of there, and then later they kind of promoted it and pushed it. So if you spot anything new or different, leave me a comment, let me know. I'd love to hear from you on what you spot and what you see is different inside the Roku user interface. For now though, like many of these updates, it really comes down now to app developers to take some of these tools, implement them, and make their apps better. We often saw that when like a new Roku would come out with new powerful features. The apps need to be updated before you really see the full potential from that update. And we may see the same thing here with Roku OS 14.5. Well, that's it for today. I hope you really like this. If you have a tip, if you find something, don't leave it in the comments, you can. But do me a favor, go to cordcuttersnews.com. Click on the menu icon, click on Contact Us. And there you'll be able to send us an email. And the nice thing about that is it not only goes to myself, it also goes to Jess and Raymond and James, so we all see it. That way, no matter who's working at that time, they'll get your tip and be able to look into it. So don't be afraid to leave us a comment here, but also if you could, send us an email. While we read the comments here, it's much faster through the website, and not only do I see it like with the comments, but everyone on the Cord Cutters News team sees it there. Well, that's it for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. And let me know what you think. 14.5. Leave me a comment. Take care. Be safe. I'll be back again real soon.